My name is Georgia. I am 31 years old. I am a quiet woman. I live with my husband in a small house. His name is Wilson. He is 35 years old. I love my husband more than anything. Wilson is kind, smart, and funny. He always makes people laugh at parties. Everyone thinks we are the perfect couple. People admire us. But I have a secret fear inside me. Lately, I have started to notice small things about Wilson that do not make sense. He comes home late every day. His shoes are always dirty. I ask him why, but he did not explain. Other times, I found strange things hidden in the basement. Wilson said, "It is just old junk." I told myself not to worry. I wanted to believe him. He was my husband, my rock. He is my protector. He couldn't be hiding anything from me, but I did not know the truth. One evening after dinner, I was cleaning up the kitchen. Suddenly, Wilson's briefcase fell on the floor. There were papers all over the floor. I saw a newspaper article. The headline said, "Serial killer attacks again. Police is confused." I froze. I looked at the picture in the article. The man in the picture looked exactly like Wilson. My heart stopped beating. My hands were shaking. I picked up the article. I read about the murders and how the killer did them. I asked myself, can it really be Wilson? I feel scared. I remember all the small things I ignored: the late nights, the lies, the dirt on his shoes. The man I loved, the man I trusted, could he really be a monster? My mind is full of questions. I cannot believe what I am seeing. I tell myself I am just imagining things. But deep inside, I feel afraid. The idea that Wilson could hide something so terrible is too much. I feel like I am losing my mind. I do not know if my life is real anymore. After that night, I cannot stop thinking about the newspaper. I know something is very wrong. I start to notice more things. Wilson gets strange phone calls every day. He quickly changes the subject when I ask about them. He shouts at me when I ask simple questions. He is moving away from me. Our house does not feel safe anymore. I have no one to talk to. I love Wilson. I do not want to believe he can do something so bad. Maybe I am overreacting, I tell myself. I watch Wilson all the time. I look for clues. I want to know the truth. But every time I try to talk to him, Wilson smiles and makes me doubt myself. He says I am worrying for nothing. I do not tell anyone. What would my friends think? What if I was wrong? So I said nothing. Wilson's behavior changes. He locks himself in his study for hours. When I ask about his day, he gets angry. We do not talk like before. I cannot sleep. I feel like a stranger in my own home. I feel alone. I am scared that my husband could be dangerous. I spend more time alone in the house. I feel weak and upset. One evening, I couldn't take it anymore. When Wilson was out, I decided to search his study. I know it is risky, but I have to know the truth. My heart beat fast. At first, I only found papers and bills. Then, I saw a wooden box. My hands were shaking as I opened it. Inside were newspaper articles and photographs. They were articles about the murders and crime scene photographs. I found notes written in Wilson's handwriting. He had written about the killer. He wrote about the killer's methods. He said the killer was smart and hard to catch. I felt sick. Maybe Wilson wanted to do the same thing. I was scared. I had been living with a man I did not know. Wilson was a bad person. Then, I heard Wilson's key in the door. I quickly closed the box. Wilson came in. He looked at me. He knew something was wrong. "What's wrong?" Wilson asked. I could not speak at first. Then I held up one of the newspaper articles. "I found this," I said. "I know about the murders." Wilson's face changes. He looks cold. "You shouldn't have gone through my things," he said. "Are you the one?" I asked. "Are you the killer?" His face told me everything I needed to know. "You don't understand," Wilson finally said. "I had reasons. My eyes were full of tears." "How could you?" I said. "I had to make a choice." I picked up my phone and said, "I'm calling the police." "You will not do that," Wilson said. His eyes were angry. But I knew I had no choice. I called the police and said, "My husband. He's involved in the murders. Please, come quickly." Wilson tries to stop me. He tries to grab the phone, but I move away. I gave the police our address and begged them to hurry. "You'll regret this," Wilson said angrily. But I couldn't protect him anymore. I couldn't live in fear. I heard the police sirens. They came and took Wilson away. My tears fell as I watched him go. The man I once loved was gone. I helped the police. I gave them the evidence. I went to court. I saw Wilson in the courtroom. He did not look at me. He was not sorry. He was sent to prison for life. I felt sad. But I knew I did the right thing. I moved away from Elm Street. I started a new life in a new city. I found a job. I made new friends. They helped me through the hard times. But the memories stayed with me. I tried to heal. One day, I went to see Wilson in prison. He was not sorry. His eyes looked cold and empty. I left with tears, but I knew I had done the right thing. Life went on. I learned to trust again. I still had pain, but I was also strong. I was not afraid anymore. I was ready for a new life. Love should not stop us from seeing the truth. Even when it is hard, being brave and doing the right thing can save your life.